Hey everyone, today there was definitely more momentum, but still choppy, guys. Still choppy when you're talking about small cap. I noticed a lot of stocks are popping and dropping, as well as the volume is not that crazy, but still the team managed to secure some nice winners today. For example, WAI, this one was just insane. This one ripped, I think 350%. It was just insane. Micro penny. If you watch my videos, I talk about these pennies, right? Micro pennies have the biggest moves up because in terms of percentage wise, it doesn't need to go up a lot. This stock WAI just ripped 20 cent, but it was still 360%, right? So that's why I said in my videos that when it comes to day trading, I like cheaper stocks. I like stocks that are, pennies, $1, $3, $5. I don't usually, and most of the traders, day traders who do small cap, they don't usually like stocks that are $20, $50, $18. You know what I'm saying? We prefer more like $1, these type of price. So WAI, this one was really nice. Next one would be PSNYW. This one was just insane as well. This one ripped so much, like 300%. And I think some people caught this as well. Another one, NAMI, this one ripped nicely, as well as there was a couple more, but today, like I said, it was more choppy, right? So if you're new to the channel, guys, I should trade these every day on stock, Twitter, just trying to help people. And I make daily YouTube videos as well about the analysis as well as potential ideas, right? And the live stream is also going great. A lot of people are communicating. A lot of people are helping each other, right? So today, the stocks that I have for the video, first one, very interesting stock. This one, Serv, 703.91 million market cap. This stock is interesting. I mentioned this one as a multi-day potential, I believe, a week ago. And look at this chart. It's just a monster ripper. This stock, if you look at the fundamental data, the Serv ended Q2 2025 with approximately $183 million of cash. That's a lot of cash. And what makes the stock really interesting, in my opinion, is the AI angle, right? Serv Robotics focuses on AI-driven, low-emission sidewalk robots for food delivery. So I said in my previous videos that when it comes to AI, I'm really bullish on it because it's really going to be of use, right, in the coming years. In anybody's life, if you're watching this video as well as myself, you could count so many times where AI was a part of your daily routines, right? Your daily, when you go outside or even when you're home, right? So this stock acquisition of Value Robotic this month, August 2025, and advanced AI autonomy and improved robot navigation. And this stock also has partnerships with a lot of popular chains, such as Uber Eats, Little Caesars, and Shake Shack. So really interesting stock. Keep this on your watch list, guys. Next one, Hertz. This one I made many videos on. Hertz. This reminds me kind of Open in a way, because this stock is starting to pivot, and this stock also has that type of like community behind it, right? Hertz, Open, AMC, these type of like a community behind it. This stock recently announced a deal to sell its used rental vehicles directly through Amazon. So if you watch my videos, you remember I talk about large cap connections, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Walmart. Anytime these cheaper stocks have connection is really bullish usually, right? This stock has higher margin compared to selling through auctions. So what makes the stock Hertz really interesting is that about the tariff situation, right? The tariff situation. And when it comes to the used car value, I think it's going to be like a kind of like a tailwind. You know what I'm saying, right? When it comes to Hertz stocks, you really want to keep an eye on this, not just fundamentally speaking. If you look at the technical chart, I mentioned Hertz in two videos actually, and go to the hourly chart. You could check the technical angle as well. It's starting to really form that setup, and it's now finally holding really strongly over that 550 level. So next level will be 6 plus. And this stock has 1.81 billion market cap. Bill Ackman endorsement as well. So keep an eye on Hertz, guys. Next one, Wolf. This one, 200.70 million market cap. Very interesting stock. I remember I mentioned this stock, I think, before the big move up, before the multi-day move. You could see on the chart. Right now, I mentioned it in that consolidation area, and then it just went berserk. It went crazy. And right now, it's consolidating. I had, I think, like 2 people curious about this stock that asked me to make a video on this stock. So I'm talking about Wolf. So Wolf, what is really interesting about this stock is that it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and they're trying to execute a financial restructuring, reducing the debt by 70%. They got new funding, $275 million. That's a lot of money, $275 million. And the stock is currently, in my opinion, trading significantly below the fair value. So when you're looking at this stock, this looks more of a longer macro type of play, not like a quick day trade momentum. 50%, stocks have ripped 50% and you sell high, right? This is more of those longer term swing type trade setups, right? So this stock actually specialization in silicon carbide, and there's a lot more factors as well. This is a really interesting stock. Key materials for electric vehicles, renewable energy. So if you hold this stock, what's your opinion, guys? I know some people asked me to make a video on this stock. I also want to hear your opinion as well. I might make another video on this stock. Really interesting setup, technical wise, really tight as well. Next stock, Maps. This one I actually forgot about. This was a cannabis company bought up by somebody. And I looked into the stock. It's very, very nice where this stock actually debt-free balance sheet. Hold $59 million in cash. That's a lot of cash. This stock also has their multi-day setup angle. If you go left, look at the extended time frame. Look at the daily chart. Look at the hourly chart. And this stock actually, Weedmap marketplace, allows cannabis users to search for and browse cannabis product from retailers. So this is a really interesting business model, because you're talking about basically where people who are into cannabis could search for cannabis from their favorite retailers, right? So when it comes to cannabis, in my opinion, this is a very interesting angle, but I think Tilray is also a really nice option as well. Tilray, CGC, SNDL. So when it comes to Maps, this reminds me of that stock. I don't know if you guys traded during that time. This was like a long time ago, I think 6 years ago. Remember that stock, Akerna? Do you remember Kern? Akerna, that stock had similar technology. And I don't know how that stock is doing right now, but that stock used to rip a lot. It ripped several dollars this year. It was a low floater weed stock. And this stock actually had connection with, I believe, Google, which is an angle that this stock maybe could do in the future, because this is a online type of angle, right? So you really want to keep an eye for that, especially since now it has debt-free as well as the profitable cannabis company. When you're talking about cannabis as a sector, most of the time, especially small cap, they're not really profitable. I'm just being honest. But when this cannabis company is profitable, that's really a big plus, right? So next one, Cgtx, 208.29 million market cap. The stock I mentioned before the big move up, if you remember that time, this stock actually has many angles going for it. It's a multi-day setup. It's in the Alzheimer's space. This stock, if you look at the data, $11.6 million in cash, over $40 million NIA grants providing runway into Q2 2026. So this stock is in that Alzheimer's type of angle. If you remember what I said many times about small caps, right? When it comes to these biotechs, you really want to remember cancer, Alzheimer's, diabetes, Parkinson's, these type of diseases have a lot of interest, as well as a lot of upside potential, because these are life-changing diseases, guys. So when you're looking at the technical wise, it's holding those previous key levels, those pivot areas. So when you're looking at Cgtx, ideally I want to see over $3. I'm gonna check right now. I'm doing this live, guys. Cgtx, looking at it right now, it's under $3, but the technical setup is still there. You really want to see higher volume as well. That's the issue right now with this stock, is that the volume is lower than the average volume. I'm just looking at right now on my phone. This stock has an average of over 10 million volume, but right now the volume is low, as you could tell by the candlesticks as well, right? So this stock does have potential, and look for catalysts as well, right? If you read what I said on the bullet points, right? So next stock will be Btai 67.41 million market cap. This stock today, actually interesting, announces pivotal Serenity at home phase 3 trial met its primary endpoint. So this is the same situation as the earlier stock. It's like more of the brain, the schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. And I made many videos on this actually in the past. If you check my videos, if you're new to the channel, check out the other videos I made on Btai. There's a lot of bullish factors for it. But looking at the technical chart right now, this is a massive sell-off. This stock went from 703 to 393. That's a massive sell-off. So this stock has a diversified AI-based pipeline, positive pre-feedback from the FDA, and consistent advancement through clinical milestone. So it's a really bullish sector. I mean, I'm pulled up the chart for you right now on the screen. This is the weekly chart. The reason I'm doing the weekly chart is so you can see the overall macro picture, right? When it comes to small caps, a lot of the time, people who are really bullish on a stock or investing in a small cap get really like spooked out, right? When they see a sell-off. But if you zoom out, if you look at the big picture, just like open, I talked about open. Remember open? Both times I mentioned that dip area, it made a really nice bounce. And actually, let's check open right now. Open stock is another one that's really interesting right now. It's holding over that key level I said yesterday, right? That 420, $4 area, open. And right now, it's still holding that area. So when it comes to BTAI, it's still looking fine. I mean, in terms of technical wise, actually, it's not fine. I'm just being 100% honest. Because you see that multi-top wick rejection, it made a really bad sell-off. But if you look at the weekly chart, it's still fine. If you're holding BTI, what's your thoughts on this, guys? I'm curious because I'm just trying to help people. And I'm just being raw, authentic, right? I'm just trying to share my opinion. And what's your thoughts on this stock? What's your price target? What's your plan, right, when it comes to BTAI? Like I said, there's many fundamental factors that's positive, like bullish factors. But in terms of technical, this is a pretty strong sell-off, right? So next one will be KSS Kohls. So this one, Kohls, is a multi-day setup. This stock actually really interestingly, this is a short squeeze angle as well. Kohls reduce inventory, cut their operating costs, and they also have the Sephora, right? Sephora Kohl Beauty Shop are fully rolled out, expected to generate whopping $2 billion. That's a lot of potential. I said in my previous videos, right? Remember I talked about, on Stock Twist, I talked about the beauty sector. I don't know if you guys remember, this was like 2-3 weeks ago. I said I'm really bullish on beauty sector as a whole because I was just seeing how it's going to project towards the future, right? Especially after the pandemic. I notice a lot of people are focusing more on fitness, they're focusing more on beauty, they're focusing more on these type of things, right? And Kohl's, this has a factor. I mean, this has an angle where this could keep going higher. And again, I'm not saying that everything I say in my video is not financial advice. I'm just sharing my opinion, right? This stock actually is growing, is cutting their operating costs as well, right? So keep an eye on Kohl's. So last stock, TNFA. This one is a low market cap, penny. This stock actually, I made many videos on in the past as well. You could check out TNFA. I talked about this stock and I made many nice bounces after my videos. And I make another video on this stock because I had a couple people who are bullish on this. So this stock is a multiple development programs as well as they're also improving their balance sheet in terms of fundamentals. You really want to keep an eye on this stock as well. This stock is reporting stronger finances and reduced liabilities as well. So TNFA is another type of situation where you really want to see the catalyst as well as if the multi-day setup holds, right? The key level for TNFA is 10 cents, guys. So if you watch the video, guys, I appreciate it. If you like and comment, it helps grow the community. And today, I had like 2 more stocks, but I didn't want to make the video too long. Because today, in terms of small cap, it wasn't really crazy. It was definitely more choppy, definitely more slower than Monday. Monday was the crazy day. Today was definitely more choppier and slower. And it's not always going to be like that, guys. Watch. It's like 100% guarantee that there will be crazy times again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but it's been like that every day, guys, for years. It's never always choppy, never. So hope people bang. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, guys. Morning time, Stock Catcher signing out. Have a great night, guys. Sleep well. Let's go. Let's bang.